Hey everybody, it's me, Coach Kristopher. I'm coming to you today to talk about a new program. I was calling my program The Powerful Art of Being You, and today we are calling it Mastering the Art of Feeling Good. Everybody on the planet, every human being, everything that they do in their life is ultimately to feel good, no matter what it is, right? Every addiction in the world, whether it be to food, drugs, sex, or rock and roll, it's all for feeling good, right? Because everybody wants to feel good, no matter what it is. Even people that that are addicted to working, whenever they're striving for to be successful and things like that, it is ultimately to get money, to be recognized, and all of that boils down to feeling good. So I think, and some of those things are not, healthy kind of behaviors. Some of the addictions are not healthy, and we want to feel good, and do, instead of striving, paddling upstream. Everything that you do, you want to do to feel good, right? And you can do that by not being addicted to things, just by choosing to feel good, because everything is a choice. And by changing the way we think about things, the things we think about change, right? And so everything in our life changes. Part of our program is meditation, creating an intention, imagining your life, living and breathing, eating, sleeping, the intention, and walking in it, imagining yourself walking in that intention. And so, and really, all of those things, the meditation, the intention, the imagination, it gets us to a place where we're really tuning in to what we really want, who we want to be, what we came here to be, our purpose, and ultimately those things lead you to your intention, and just feeling good all the time, right? And so, whenever we feel good about things, it gives us more things to feel good about, right? When we appreciate things, more things come that we can appreciate. When we create that intention, it brings us more things that are geared toward that intention, because what we focus our mind on, we get more of that. The more what we think about, we bring about, kind of thing, right? It even says in the Bible, for my Christian friends out there, is in Matthew 8:13, it says, "As you believe, so shall it be done to you," right? So this was Jesus speaking to the centurion, and he says, he had some sort of, I can't remember what the infirmity was, infirmity, whatever, you get the idea. He was sick. Something was wrong with him, right? And so something was wrong with him, right? And so Jesus says, go forth, go your way. And so shall, and as you believe it, so shall it be done to you. So what you believe, okay, so if he believed he was healed, he walked away and he was healed. And it so happened the centurion believed that Jesus had the power to heal, and so he believed that he was healed. And Jesus did have the power to heal. However, if the centurion did not believe that he was healed whenever he walked away, he wouldn't have been healed. And so that goes to the power of the mind and what we think about, because you can. I've been doing some studying and listening to spiritual leaders and reading books and different books, and I was reading this book on Gnosticism, right? And there was a piece in there that said that that heaven and hell are both created in your mind, right? And so the idea of heaven is created in your mind, and the idea of hell is created in your mind. And you can live heaven right here, right now, in your mind, right? Because your thoughts can create heaven on earth. Your thoughts can also create hell on earth, right? And it can create hell. You can be miserable, that your thoughts, if you're thinking miserable, sick, the world's against me thoughts, then guess what? The world's going to be against you. And really the program is about changing the way we think, changing our minds, controlling our minds, and controlling what the information that we put into it. For me personally, I don't watch the news. I don't like listening to it. I don't watch TV shows that have like murder or any of those negative things. I like to watch things like I guess I like Avatar, the one with the blue guys on it, and I like that, the Na'vi. I like that. I like things like Star Wars. I mean, The Matrix. They have a message that kind of goes along with it. It's the law of attraction, and that's really what my program is based on too. Is law of attraction, mastering the art of feeling good. And because when we feel good all the time, everything in our life is going to be good. Now, does that mean that you're not going to experience things that could be perceived as negative or bad things aren't going to happen? No, that's not what it means. It just means that you're going to be able to handle it differently. Your outlook on it is going to be different. You're walking through the valley. You're not going to the valley to stay and hang out, and things are going to come. Feelings are going to come, human nature. You're going to feel things that don't feel good sometimes. Like the past, 3 or 4 days or something like that, I've been in a state of not feeling so great, However, I have been writing and speaking, positive things, that everything is always working out for me, and that's basically the theme. Has been everything is always working out for me, and everything, good things come to me, and the abundance of life is flowing to me and through me, and so whenever you start thinking those things, even things that would normally put you in the bed for days on end are not going to put you in the bed for days on end. You're going to feel better about it because you're keeping your mind focused on the positive, focus on the good things, or focus on things that haven't even happened yet, and that, you can, if you are focused on abundance, then you can just repeat to yourself, you want more money, or you want a new car or something. It's like, I'm enjoying driving in my brand new car that's paid in full, and I love the smell of my new car, and guess what? Eventually you're going to have a new car. And the means to pay for that is going to appear too. And the thing is, you can't focus on, or don't focus on, I can't even believe I just said that. Can't, right? So don't focus on the how is it going to be delivered. That's not your worry, right? That's not something that you focus on. You focus on the why. Why do you want that new car? Because your old car needs to be replaced, or you don't have a car at all, or you want a house of your own. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm enjoying my new 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, and and I love it. I love the smell of the newness of it, the fresh paint, the hardwood floors, you know, the jetted bathtub, and all of those things, you know. So focus your mind on your intention, and focus your mind on things that make you feel good, and those things have to come. That's part of law of attraction, right? And so and when you focus on the why, the how's going to show up. It has to come, right? And so and a lot of people, the other thing I wanted to talk about was about conformity. So I believe that there's so much lack in the world is because and with people feel lack, and you know, the rich, they say the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, right? Well, it's because of a mentality, a thought process, conformity, because they think that because their granddaddy was poor, and their great granddaddy was poor, they go back centuries, and you know, all their ancestors were poor. My mom and daddy were poor. They struggled. They worked hard. They worked in the factory, you know, and so I have to work in the factory. That's not true, man. You know, you can break the cycle by breaking that thought process, by breaking the chains that bind you, and those chains that bind you are binding you to that lack mentality, and really it's your mind that's chaining you to that thought process. Break free of that. Break free of all thoughts that feel bad. You know, anything that feels bad, you don't do it. There's many people that conform because their parents said, you're gonna go to college and you're gonna do great things, because they're placing their dreams, their hopes, their aspirations for themselves on you, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to go to college. I mean, if you want to go to college, if that's your purpose in life, and you think going to college to be a lawyer, or a doctor, or a physicist, or a microbiologist, or any of those ists, you know, whatever they are, then do that. Follow that dream. You know, if that's what you feel guided to do and be, then do that. However, don't do it because somebody else wants you to do it. You know, don't be what somebody else wants you to be. That's on them. That's their issue. If you don't want to be a physicist, you want to be an actor, then be an actor. You know, go be in some local plays. You know, join the theater, local theater. You know, get in there, do something. You know, do something that gets you towards your goals. You know, what is it that's holding you back? But what other people think? Don't worry about what other people think. What other people think is their business. That's none of your business, right? So focus on what you want, what makes you feel good, what you feel guided to do. If there's something that you always wanted to do since you was a little kid, and you're just like, and that dream doesn't want to die, then that's called something you're meant to do, meant to be. That's your purpose. That's the reason you're here. Create an intention around that's going to get you to that goal, get you to that intention, get you to an intention and goal. I think are basically the same things, right? So do what you have to do to get you to that. You know, volunteer in that area. You know, if you want to be in healthcare, you know, volunteer in healthcare. If you want to work in the school systems, volunteer at the school systems. You know, do something that's going to get you to where you really want to be. Do something that lights you up, which leads me to what I'm doing. So I am, every day I have an intention for my life, right? And my intention, my mission, my goal is to guide people, okay? Is to guide people to feeling good, right? Find where it is and what it is that they really want for their life and guide them toward that intention. And how do I do that? It is with meditation, affirmations. We change the way you think about things, give you a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of feeling, and release. And I guide you to release the limiting beliefs. Release the things that no longer serve you, the feelings that no longer serve you, the fear, coming from a place of love, right? And instead of a place of fear, because if it's a place of fear, that's a hell no. If it's a place of love and you feel good, it makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, then that's a hell yes, right? If it's it's a hell no. Okay, there is no lukewarm, man. You know, you can't get to your purpose lukewarm. Okay, you have to be. It either has to be on fire or it's ice cold. I mean, that's just is period. Okay, you cannot get there halfway, half-ass, right? Get it 100%. You know, take steps every day. Write down steps that you can take every day that's going to get you to fulfill your intention, your purpose for your life, right? And every day you're going to see more and more steps being revealed. If you take that first step in faith, you're going to see more and more steps. And there may be times where you feel like you're kind of stalled out. You know, things may not, you know, necessarily be going your way. You know, it's okay. You know, take a step, take a second just to breathe through it and go, okay, all right, what's going on? What is this coming to teach me? You know, am I going at this lukewarm? You know, am I not on fire for what I want? Has my thoughts changed? Is there something in a way that I'm feeling, the way that I'm maybe not writing every day, I'm not meditating every day, I'm not spending that time in imagination and contemplation and focusing my mind on what I desire for my life. You know, where is it that I can do something that gets me there, you know, that gets me into that feeling good place. You know, do I need to take a nap? There's something to be said about a nap, because, you know, taking a nap, even especially whenever you feel like, and you're just like feeling shitty and you feel like the whole world like ripping them apart, right? Go take a nap. Go lay down, and because what that does, it stops all the thoughts, right? And right before you take the nap, you know, take a second to meditate. Take a couple minutes to just focus your mind on a positive thought. Focus your mind on peace. You know, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. Focus your mind on that. Focus your mind on love. Even thank you. That's a good mantra to have right before you go to sleep. Just repeat that over and over and over again until you fall asleep. And if the thoughts come and you're trying to take a nap, you know, just let those thoughts pass through. Don't hold on to them. Don't grab onto them and say, oh, you know, I should have done this, and this person just makes me so mad. You know, let that shit go. Let it go. Don't hang on. Let it go. Open up your hands. Let it flow right on through. And those things will pass, and it resets you. A nap is a reset. And as soon as you wake up, don't start thinking those thoughts again, ma'am, that you were thinking whenever you went to sleep. Wake up thinking, thank you, thank you, thank you, or peace, peace, peace. You know, repeat that over and over to yourself. Repeat those something that makes you feel good, whatever that word is, or that that thought is, that affirmation, the intention. Repeat that over and over to yourself. So the new program is called Mastering the Art of Feeling Good. I'm changing it, or I changed it on the Patreon account. I'm changing it. I haven't done it yet. By the time you see this video, it will be done. Changing it on my GoFundMe page. I would love it if you would check out the GoFundMe page, and when you feel guided, donate. The purpose of the GoFundMe is to buy a bus, and to have money to do this, and until we build a fan base, and just travel around the country, going town to town, having seminars, creating seminars, and based on mastering the art of feeling good, and having people join us, and learning how to feel good, and just really focusing on feeling good with intention, affirmations, focusing on your authentic self. And I think that feeling good, when you feel good, you are connected to your authentic self. Intuition, you're more tapped into your intuition, your inner guidance, your inner global tracking device. I mean, that it tells you where you are in the world. It tells you where you're going. And it tells you the next steps. It gives you step-by-step directions when you follow your inner guidance, and we strengthen that. We strengthen your imagination muscle, your intuition muscles, your thought muscles. It's an exercise. It's an exercise. Meditation is an exercise. Changing the way you think about things, and the things you look at change, the things you think about change, the whole world, your entire world changes, and people around you change. You'll see that your family changing, and maybe they don't really change, maybe just your outlook on them changes, but everything changes. Your whole life changes. Your health will improve. Your sleeping will improve. It is definitely a life-changing event when you master the art of feeling good. So I'm super excited about it, man. I'm anxious to get everybody in this program, get everybody signed up, and I am totally looking forward to it. So check us out on YouTube, universemademedouit.com, the GoFundMe page, Patreon, which is now called Mastering the Art of Feeling Good. It was formerly called